So with all the information put out there, with BCAAs, do they actually play a role and are they beneficial with supplementation within the body? Or are they a waste in your time? In my opinion, what's going on, guys? We're back at it again. This is Denny coming from Holy Kinetics, here to start the next series in our sports Bible. Today, we're going to be talking about BCAAs and EAAs. What are they? What is the branched chain amino acid that is so overhyped in the fitness industry as the be-all for muscle recovery? What does it actually do for the body? What are essential amino acids? And what does that do for the body? And what are the benefits of having a diet that consists of non-essential amino acids? And what does that do for the body? And as a whole, do amino acids play a important role in the body when it comes to recovery? Or is it something more than that? Let's dive into it. So I had to take the glasses off because the glare is a little too crazy and I don't want to look crazy on YouTube. So what are amino acids? Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So when you look at the protein molecule can be encompassed by up to 20 essential amino acids. Now, amino acids are basically the steps that create the staircase that is the whole protein molecule. So amino acids play a very important role when it comes to muscle recovery, repair, and maintenance of all tissues within the body. And this also includes muscle tissue. So the body uses these 20 different amino acids to build proteins within the body so that it can therefore create protein synthesis within the body, which leads to more muscle development within that body. Within this protein synthesis process also includes both of how we said earlier, tissue repair and maintenance within the body. But it goes even farther than just muscle recovery. So when you look at these 20 different amino acids, they can be broken down into two types: essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. The name pretty much defines the definition of what it is. Essential amino acids are acids that cannot be produced by the body, and they must be supplemented within the body through food and supplementation. Non-essential amino acids is exactly what the definition says. It's non-essential, so that means that the body can produce these amino acids on its own, but they can be further supplemented through supplementation and your diet choices. So when we look at this in this regard, amino acids actually play a very important role within the body, especially for muscle development. It is very crucial and it is very important. Now, when we exercise, we create micro tears within the body. These micro tears is basically what causes us to enhance and create the muscles that we are trying to strive. So by putting these stresses on the body, we create muscle at the end of the day. Amino acids help to heal these micro tears within the body. And these micro tears, as they heal, strengthen. So when you look at the muscle fiber, they basically weave almost into each other, almost like a waffle. And as they tear, they rip apart. And as they rip apart, what does that mean? As they rip apart, they expand. And in that recovery, they actually create more fibers on top of it. So these fibers get bigger, bigger, and bigger, causing muscle to grow. And in this recovery process, it can also help with soreness and just overall recovery and improve your recovery time over time with the use of amino acids. This is why amino acids have always been associated with muscle recovery. When you walk into a GNC store, when you walk to any vitamin shop store, you will always see the section of BCAAs pretty big. I've even seen some locations where the BCAA section is bigger than the protein section. It's become a very, very well-known product and, in a sense, overhyped because of that very reason. So what are these 20 essential amino acids and what do they all do? We can start with the essential amino acids. So again, essential amino acids are acids that cannot be produced by the body. They must be supplemented through our diet. Okay, So let's start with the first one, histamine. Histamine is important for the recovery of tissues overall. It has also been associated with the use of producing and increasing both red and white blood cells within the body. So this can have major benefits within your blood work overall. This can have major benefits when it comes to your blood sugar. This can have major benefits when it also comes to your blood pressure. Isoleucine. Isoleucine is a very big one that is also associated with the branched chain amino acids, and we'll get into that in a minute. Isoleucine is required for muscle metabolism and energy. It also helps to prevent the muscle breakdown overall. So it can actually help to alleviate muscle breakdown and halt your body from being put into what they call a catabolic state, where the muscle actually breaks down and starts to deteriorate within itself. Leucine, also another member of the branched chain amino acid. Leucine also helps to stimulate muscle growth and muscle synthesis. It also helps with muscle breakdown as well. Valine, which also helps with muscle recovery and also helps with the production of muscle and creation of protein synthesis within the body. And it also helps with muscle breakdown. So valine is also another member of the branched chain amino acid. These three, isoleucine, leucine, and valine, are the three main amino acids that create Bcaa'S, or branched chain amino acid. Reason being is because these three molecules actually connect together and form a branch. Bcaa'S, when you see those in the stores, usually contain those three. Actually, they always contain those three. It's going to be isoleucine, leucine, and valine. Lysine. Lysine has been associated with growth and tissue repair. It's also been associated with the production of collagen within the body. A lot of your collagen proteins and your collagen supplements more than likely are going to contain some form of lysine within them. That's what allows it to have the collagen effect. And with tissue repair, what does that mean? That's also going to help both your beauty aspects, hair, skin, and nails. There's methionine. Methionine is required for the production of other amino acids within the body. Phenylalanine. It's important for mood regulation. It's also important for neurotransmitters and your hormones. So it's meant to more so keep you balanced, and it's also helped and been associated with the use of cognitive function. So it's more so been associated with brain function. Threonine. Threonine has been associated with the use of collagen as well. So what does that mean? It's also going to help with tissue repair. It's also been associated with proper functioning of the immune system. So if you remember back earlier when we brought up the fact that amino acids have more roles than just muscle recovery, these are those roles in itself. So far, we have seen what? It shows there is help within blood work, red and white blood cells, tissue repair, collagen, elastin, things of that sort, and the production of amino acids as a whole. So we're starting to actually see what amino acids actually do in full retrospect, beyond just muscle recovery. Last but not least is tryptophan. Tryptophan is a very big amino acid that has always been associated with sleep. Tryptophan actually helps to produce melatonin within the body, so that actually helps for the body to be regulated and to relax, to be able to go into a deeper rest. It also has been associated with appetite. It's also been associated with your mood as well. When you eat a turkey on Thanksgiving Day and you feel like you're in a coma and you want to go to sleep afterward, turkey actually contains a high amount of tryptophan, which just causes you to want to relax and want to go to sleep. Hence why when you eat a big Thanksgiving dinner that contains turkey, what do you more than likely want to do? You want to go to sleep afterward, because it actually raises and regulates your melatonin within the body, helping you to relax, therefore putting you in a coma and making you want to go to sleep. So let's now get into the non-essential amino acids. Now, let's go back to what we said before. Non-essential amino acids are what? They are amino acids that the body produces. So You don't need to supplement these within your diet because the body automatically produces these, but you can further supplement these amino acids for further recovery and further supplementation. By case. The first one that we're going to be talking about is alanine. Alanine can help the production of glucose and energy metabolism within the body. Also been associated with the role of its immune system. So you're going to see a lot of these stacking up on top of each other. A lot of amino acids do stack up on top of each other and provide some very similar benefits as the others. But you're going to start to also see that some have specific roles when it comes to what they actually benefit towards the body. And as we see here with the use of alanine, in particular, it helps with blood sugar levels. There's arginine. Arginine actually helps with the production of nitric oxide within the body. So when we look at some of our past videos before, when we talk about vascularity, nitric oxide can be further supplemented to enhance vascularity within the body. Arginine can also be supplemented as well. Arginine can help to dilate the blood vessels, to increase blood flow within the body. And it also has some immune function as well. Asparagine helps to produce other amino acids within the body. Aspartic acid also helps to produce other amino acids within the body and helps with energy metabolism. Cysteine actually helps to produce glutathione within the body, which is a very powerful antioxidant. Cysteine can also help with hair, skin, and nails. So again, when we look at a lot of our collagen proteins and a lot of our collagen supplements, a lot of the times they're going to contain some form or some amount of cysteine in them to provide the hair, skin, and nails benefit. A lot of the times this is associated as a beauty amino acid. Glutamic acid, which helps with energy metabolism. Glycine also helps with the production of collagen. It also helps with blood sugar levels to be maintained at a proper level within the body. Proline, important for collagen production within the body. Serine, involved in the other production of the other amino acids within the body. Last but not least, tyrosine, involved in the production of neurotransmitters and hormones within the body. This also helps with cognitive function, your immune system, everything under the sun.
So there was actually one more amino acid that I forgot to include, and that was glutamine. So glutamine is involved in energy production. It's also involved in the use of the immune system and for muscle recovery overall. Glutamine is often a supplement that is actually sold by itself a lot of the times, but the bioavailability of using it by itself is usually very minimum.
So branched chain amino acids have a very heavy role when it comes to muscle recovery, protein synthesis, and muscle endurance developed within the body. Essential amino acids, or EAAs, are more so associated with health and longevity. So while they do carry protein synthesis and protein recovery qualities, their main focus is bodily function. So that's going to be your blood, that's going to be your immune system, that's going to be your cognitive function, that's going to be your blood sugar levels. And while BCAAs are just only a subset of essential amino acids, they're always marketed as two separate things. So when you look at a BCAA product that's marketed towards you, the main purpose of that product is for muscle recovery, protein synthesis, and muscle endurance. When you look at EAAs, when they're marketed towards you, they're going to be more so used for cognitive function, blood sugar levels, maintenance of the body overall, and in particular, your immune system. So this is why when you walk into a store, you see these two products separated. They may be in the same section, but they provide two different effects. But at the end of the day, they're one and the same. And when you have your essential amino acids, you can't get your branched chain amino acid without looking at your essential amino acids. So if we're going to look at the head, basically the main focus of it all, they're all amino acids that fall under either essential or non-essential amino acids. BCAAs, or the branched chain amino acid, is only one subset that's removed from it. So say you're looking for a supplement, or say you're asking me, hey, Zinni, what's an example then of a proper supplement that is an essential amino acid that's actually going to provide a benefit for me with not only muscle protein synthesis, but also bodily function, cognitive function, and blood function, as well as your immune system? A good example, not sponsored, this is just a product that I use, is HumaPro. Okay, what is HumaPro? HumaPro is an essential, it's basically an amino acid ratio powdered substance that is used for muscle recovery. HumaPro is actually marketed as a product that is 25 grams of the complete protein. Now, it's kind of marketed weird because it's marketed as a protein supplement, but what it actually is an amino acid ratio that equals 25 grams of an equivalent to protein. But in actuality, it's just the amino acids that create the protein. So what is the difference? When you look at certain proteins and when you look at like a whey protein, what makes a complete protein is also including a lot of the cultures and a lot of the vitamins that come out of the things that create that protein in itself. Good example is whey protein. A complete whey protein also carries a lot of the nutrients that come from milk itself. Because what is whey? Whey is the separation of milk. When you see curds and whey, when they basically take the milk and they separate the two. So there's also vitamins and minerals that come from the milk itself that's also put into the protein itself. Another complete protein is your animal proteins that you see, which also have vitamins and minerals that come from that animal thereof. Even a vegetable protein or a pea protein in its own form is a form of a complete protein. Though it is deficient in some molecules for it to be a plant protein, it still is considered a complete protein because it has vitamins and minerals that come from that plant that help alongside with the amino acid to create the whole protein molecule in itself. So with all the information put out there, with BCAAs, do they actually play a role and are they beneficial with supplementation within the body? Or are they a waste of your time? In my opinion, they are a waste of your time. Reason being is because you can actually get your BCAAs and your whole branch chain through supplementation of your average diet. Most meats, most fish, eggs, all contain in some way, shape, or form some amount of BCAAs within them. Now remember, BCAAs is what? Isoleucine, leucine, and valine. These are the three main branch chains that are associated with muscle recovery and muscle synthesis. We can have these supplemented through our diet. You do not need to go out and buy a BCAA drink and drink that all day and think that it's going to further develop your body or increase protein synthesis, because at the end of the day, it's not. Especially if you already have a substantial amount being supplemented within your diet. The only time that a BCAA would ever be applicable within the body where it needs further supplementation beyond your average diet is if your diet is complete shit and you don't eat good at all. If you have a very lackluster diet, then a branch chain amino acid supplement would be beneficial for you. But if you, in any way, shape, or form, have even somewhat of a clean diet, or you at least eat a balanced diet, then the branch chain amino acid supplement in any way, shape, or form is a complete waste of your time, because you're already gonna get it in a substantial amount anyway. So you're only gonna have an overkill of that. So you see this a lot of the times when a lot of people buy BCAA supplements thinking that it's gonna further increase their muscle development. Now, it can help with muscle recovery, and it can also help with increasing your muscle endurance so that you can recover faster. But it's not gonna help when it comes to more muscle being created. More muscle is not gonna be created through the supplementation of a BCAA. Whether you're supplementing that in your workout, intra-workout, or out-workout. Especially if your diet is kosher and your diet is clean and your diet is proper. Then it's a complete waste of your time, and it's also a waste of your money because BCAA supplements are very expensive and they are marketed in that fashion for that very reason, because everybody is always looking for another cheat code. Everybody is always looking for another secret that's going to help further their efforts and further their results. Now, essential amino acids, do they play an important role, and are they useful in supplementation within the body? In my personal opinion, yes. Essential amino acids can play a very important role, and they can be very important with supplementation, either if or without a diet that is healthy and consistent of these very same things. Reason being is this: Essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids all are going to help in some way, shape, or form with bodily function. So that's going to help with what? Health and longevity. Your blood sugar, immune system, of course, muscle recovery as well, cognitive function, brain function, bodily function, immune function. These are the things that are more important to your body, because 9 times out of 10, you're not getting these from your diet, which makes these more important. And when you look at the marketing of these two products within the industry, you do not see a lot of products that are labeled as specifically an essential amino acid supplement for that very reason, because BCAAs are easier to sell. Essential amino acids are harder to sell because it's a little harder to get those supplements. It's a little harder to separate those molecules and get those into a supplement. Most people are only focusing on the muscle development, but at the end of the day, it's muscle development, muscle recovery, but it's also about bodily function and health and longevity. It's about living longer. With an essential amino acid, you'll provide more benefit for you in the long run because, like I said before, 9 times out of 10, you're deficient in those essential amino acids while being over supplemented in branched chain amino acids. So all in all, what is my verdict? BCAAs and EAAs play a very important role in the body. Yes. Are they needed 24/7? No. Do BCAAs really carry such an important role where you need them 24/7, or you need to be drinking them during your workout, or you need to be having it as your drink that you drink all day, every day? No. Do essential amino acids play an important role in the body? Yes. Can they be supplemented to help the body? Yes, especially for health and longevity. Do they need to be ingested during your workouts? They can be, but it's not needed, but it can help. So at the end of the day, amino acids are nothing more than the building blocks of protein. So if you're supplementing yourself with the proper amount of protein, at the end of the day, you really don't need a BCA or an amino acid supplement at all, unless you want to waste your money. So at the end of the day, that's my verdict. We'll end it right here. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. We will also be continuing with the Sports Bible series with any topics. If you have any suggestions for topics or any things that the community wants to talk about, please drop it in the comments below. We're also going to be starting yet another series again and continuing our thoughts on our first series when we talked about Flex Pro meals. We're going to be coming out with a 90-day update. We're also going to be including some before and after pictures, and we're also going to be including some more content when it comes to my review of Flex Pro meals as a whole. So please stay tuned for that. Any other information, please follow the links below. And as always, this is Zinni coming from Holy Kinetics. Peace.